Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't exist. I've been posting fairly regularly over on TikTok. TikTok is now really my main kind of product reviewing kind of channel, I guess. But TikTok is a cesspool of over-exaggerated claims, people pretending they love products when they're kind of fine. I know, right? And a lot of commission-based pushing, which I don't mind about. Get your money, do your affiliate links, but let's be truthful at the same time, right? And whilst I am more trusting of the app, I'm still not fully trusting the reviews. So I want to go through some products that have kind of gone viral on TikTok, or I see people pushing on TikTok, that I genuinely think are actually very good, but all purchased with my own money, bar one. And these are my truthful reviews. Let's get the gifted one out of the way, but I will say that I have their products that I purchased myself as well. So Tear, they are going viral for their compact cushion. You know what it looks like. This one, they have the usual steps you'll find in a typical K-beauty inspired skincare routine. Your toners, your essences, your serums, moisturizers, cleansing balms, cleansing foams. But there's something about them that just feels a little bit, how do I explain this? Like back to basic, but with a bit more innovation. For example, their Milk Skin Toner, but it's not just a standard hydrating toner, it's obviously a milky toner, which is, they're really popular again at the moment. But I think ever since Laneige Cream Skin Refiner launched back in like 2018, whenever it was, milky toners have kind of been the more superior when it comes to hydrating. I find that all their products seem to be kind of like a basic that you'd find in a routine, but with a more modern take, and that goes that extra little mile as well. For example, their toner is not just a nice hydrating toner, which will be good enough, but it's a milky toner, which we know they're very popular nowadays. Again, they're kind of having like a resurgence. So in here we have rice bran extract, we have chamomile, ceramides, niacinamide, and sodium hyaluronate as their key ingredients, and really what they explain to be like the vital ingredients for glass skin. As I mentioned, I feel like a lot of people think glass skin is just having shiny as fuck skin, but it is that kind of like even skin tone, calm skin, well exfoliated skin, and well hydrated skin that all have to come together to create glass skin, not just being shiny. But I love it. Believe it or not, I've been using it for 4 weeks, once a day for 4 weeks. You don't need that much. Oh, actually that's a lie. I've been swapping between this and their light version, which is just a lighter version of this one, for 4 weeks solidly, and I love it. It's just a toner you know you can rely on. One I purchased myself is their Ceramic Milk Ampoule as well. This is that instant glass skin kind of look, and I believe that's what it's supposed to do. They say deliver a dewy glow and deep hydration with Ceramic Glamour Radiance Ampoule. A single drop of milk delivers a dewy ceramic water glow skin texture. That's a word I've been seeing a lot recently in K-beauty, is ceramic and pottery skin. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. But they say that this serum has 3 different levels. So at the bottom you have your vegan milk, which is moisturizing, hydrating. Your middle layer is their essence, and then the upper layer is oil. And this isn't like a bi-phase or like a tri-phase thing. It's all mixed together. So not only are you getting that deep hydration from their vegan milk complex, but you have rice oil in here as well. You have a phytoamino acid complex and avocado-based peptides. You've got your fermented ingredients in there as well. You've got your calm ingredients, like you've got your oat in there as well for your skin barrier. It just feels like one of those like complete serums, you know? You can have your targeted serum for whatever key concern you're trying to target, then this one just kind of like cares for your skin on a daily basis whilst leaving you with an amazing glow. I love this. I use this all the time, especially before wearing makeup if I want that glow under my skin. I also got their 2 cleansers, which I won't talk about in this video because they were gifted to me. I kind of want to try and keep this as ungifted as possible. I have the Hydro Boost Enzyme Cleansing Balm, which is so nice. It's like fluffy. I don't know how to describe it. The texture is so odd, but so nice. And their Hydro Boost Enzyme Powder Wash as well, which I'll talk about at a later date. But as far as Tear go, their makeup is making waves for a reason. Their skincare is incredible. I wish more people would venture out into their skincare a lot more. Their Milky Toner is like a gold standard for milky toners and toners in general. I'm looking forward to trying more. Oh, the SOS serum as well. I will do a dedicated TikTok to their skincare, and I'll post it on Instagram Reels as well, so you can see it if you're not on TikTok. But so far, so good with this brand. I do not believe people are exaggerating with the results of this brand or how much they actually love it. I was gonna say that this is a surprising one for me, but it's not really, because I've enjoyed this concept before. And this is the Inculus Glycolic Acid Exfoliating Body Stick. Oh, it's ugly. It looks like a deodorant, but the packaging is very convenient. It makes it very easy to use on the body. Having a body care product in packaging that we're used to using on the body makes sense, right? If this was a cream, I honestly think I would be using it less because it's so easy just to take that off, rub all over my body like I would do a deodorant. You don't have to rub it in if you don't want to, and then you're done. It's so easy for me to use this. But they say that this combines not only glycolic acid, but also salicylic acid to help with ingrown hairs, if you're prone to clogged pores and body, breakout, KP at the back, discoloration, rough knees and elbows. It's an exfoliating stick, right? I love this. I love this so much. The back of my arms, although I haven't seen a physical difference in the sense of like the redness, you know, with KP you get bumpy, but it's also kind of redness. I've not seen a difference that. It's only been 2 weeks, but the smoothness is incredible. It's so like, I just feel it. I just feel how smooth they're getting. I haven't put it on my knees because this doesn't work that great on like hairy areas. You do have to rub it in, and sometimes I don't want to do that. I just want to glide and go. But you know, when I first got this, I was thinking to myself like, oh, like it looks like a deodorant. And then I was like, this is great. You know, people are using like glycolic acids like to wipe under their armpits to stop with that body odor. It's literally a deodorant stick, and I've just been wiping it under my armpits, and not only has it been kind of like evening out the tone under there, which I don't mind discoloration on my body, but when it's caused by things like deodorants and irritation caused by certain deodorants that my skin didn't react very well with, I'd like to smooth back out that discoloration that isn't natural to my body. This has done an amazing job, but yeah, I'm super impressed with this so far. One thing I like about certain brands is realistic before and afters, and if you head over to their website and go to the product page, you can see some really decent realistic before and afters. We have visibly reduces body breakouts in 7 days. We have visibly improves dry, hard, cracked heels in 3 days, reduces the appearance of underarm and bikini line discoloration in 28 days. I'm not at 28 days yet, but I believe it because it's worked so well for me. And this is what I mean by like ease of use is a real thing when it comes to packaging. I always go on about packaging, and yes, it's ugly. Sorry, it's not. I think it's because I'm associating with like deodorant, but it's so easy to use that I want to use it on the days that I use it. There's no reason I shouldn't, because it literally takes 30 seconds to use. The ease of use, the precision, because of the deodorant shape helps as well. I just think it's such a well thought out product that I now use as a deodorant as well as on my body. After cleansing, of course. I don't go from like stinky armpit to body, you know? But yeah, really impressed with that. I do not believe the results are exaggerated. I just really like it. I think it's a really good product. I think I talked about this one before, but I've been seeing it more and more now on TikTok. This is the High Glaze Face Frosting Serum Drops from Glow Hub, which they now have in 4 different shades: Glazed, Sunrise, Golden Hour, and Love Flush. And they describe this as a glassy, glossy skin glaze, instantly illuminating, visibly brightening serum primer and highlighter hybrid. Ultra dewy, healthy looking skin in an instant, and enhanced hydration glow over time. When I first got this, or when I first saw it, I was like, I really want to try that, but I am a little bit worried it's going to be glitter. You know, like you have like Glow Recipes Niacinamide Dew Drops, which is just pure glowy skin. And then you have your products that are trying to emulate the same thing, but it's just full of glitter and mica. But it's not. The finish of this is so natural. It's got a slight tint to it that doesn't color correct in any way. It doesn't even out your skin tone, but it does slightly improve the appearance of your skin in like an instant. I guess that's like the makeup side of it and the slight tint to it. As far as the skincare kind of side of it goes, we have glycerin, squalane, a ton of nice oils, niacinamide, so it does have those standard serum-y kind of skincare benefits that over time is going to give you that hydration, dewiness, more even skin tone. It's not overly oily, it's not overly greasy, it sits really well on the skin in the sense that it doesn't just turn into like an oily mess and like slide off your face later during the day. Glow Hub, I feel, whilst they do have a ton of products, they don't launch necessarily new things all the time, which isn't a bad thing because it does feel like they're releasing with intention, which is very rare when it comes to skincare brands nowadays. Do they do makeup? Yeah, they do makeup too. But again, very minimal, these everyday usage things that you're actually going to use, you know, that aren't just going to sit in a drawer and not do anything for a while. But yeah, really, really impressed with these. I used to use their skincare ages ago, and I'm thinking of getting back into it in a couple months time once I've finished with a few other bits. They have like this Baby Beam Dew Filter Glow Base, which looks a little bit more pigmented in the sense that it looks like it's going to provide a little bit more color, which I'm now wanting to try because this is so good. But if you do want just that natural dewy looking glow with a bit of something to the skin, this is perfect to go for. I love this so much. It's very rare that I really love an eye cream, and I do always think some people's claims are very exaggerated when it comes to eye creams, because I never believe that they've been using it for long enough to kind of like know what's going on. But this is the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Overnight Eye Serum. They say, struggling with a lack of sleep or just look like you are? Look no further than Summer Fridays Jet Lag Overnight Eye Serum. This is like an eye take on their jet lag mask. Powered by super hydrating glycerin, barrier boosting ceramides, and soothing licorice root extract, this overnight sensation helps reduce the appearance of puffiness while leaving the skin feeling soft and supple. We have retinol linolate, which is a plant-based vitamin A to improve the look of fine lines, wrinkles, dark circles. The result being smoother, brighter, firmer looking eyes that will make you question if you really did get 8 hours of sleep. I don't know about long-term effects. I've not been using it for long enough, I would say. But the reason I'm talking about this now is honestly because of the overnight results. I had a terrible night's sleep about a week ago because of my dogs, which is fine. But I put this on and it's thick, you know, it does feel like a mask. And the next day, my under eyes looked quenched. They looked not puffy, but like the usual under eye kind of like gormy look. Is that a word? I don't know. That I get under my eyes. Sunken look that I get under my eyes after like a bad night's sleep wasn't there. It looked dewy. It looked shiny. It looked like I had those under eye patches on, just over, you know, the dew ones that really give me that brightened look under my eyes, but overnight. And over the space of about 2 weeks, I do feel like it's really been improving that kind of sunken look that I've been getting on my eyes recently. I don't know if it's just with age, but I am using this twice a day pretty religiously and I'm seeing results. I do team it with my Dew Forever under eye mask. Is that what it's called? And I do think it's been making an improvement. I do want to try it for a whole 4 months, maybe even 8, because I believe you need a long time with an eye mask, right? I don't have like the wrinkles really to kind of like talk about the fine lines yet, but I love this. If you want almost like an instant pick me up of an eye mask, of an eye cream that in the long run is going to give you eye cream results, you know, what you expect, reduce of those fine lines and dark circles. This is really going to help, I believe. But as far as the claims of that kind of like instant pick me up, I believe it. I do believe it. It's slightly thick, but it's not at the same time. When I applied it, I was like, oh, it's masky, like it's occlusive, it's masky, but then it very gently and easily kind of like sunk into the skin and sat better on the skin because it didn't fully sink in, but it felt extremely comfortable. And I'm gonna need another tube of this in like a week's time. When I saw that they had like a new mineral sunscreen, I kind of jumped at the chance to buy this because my skin loves mineral sunscreens. I always have to preface this by saying I don't think they're better than chemical sunscreens. For my skin personally, my skin seems to favor them. So when I saw the Silk sunscreen, SPF 50, that's it, just SPF 50, thought I'm gonna buy it. It is £65, which is a lot, which is why I tend to avoid Tatcha. There are many affordable sunscreens, but I just wanted to give this a go. This is a very light, fragrance-free sunscreen, and I do like my sunscreens to be fragrance-free. I find it weird when they smell like something different other than sunscreen. It feels kind of pointless. The masking fragrance is usually worse than the smell sunscreen, but this is one of the more lighter weight mineral sunscreens I've ever used. Like, it feels watery on the skin. You don't get that kind of like powdery, dry down finish that a lot of mineral sunscreens usually leave you with. They say that they use something called clear zinc oxide, and this is supposedly meant to be 2.45 times more effective at protecting against free radicals than standard zinc oxide. Don't know, sounds like their own thing. Not sure how much I believe that, but it's very oddly hydrating for a sunscreen, a mineral sunscreen. They have niacinamide and hyaluronic acid, silk extract, which I believe is one of those things, right? It's rich in amino acids, and squalane as well. So you do get this more than usual moisturizing feeling from a zinc sunscreen. Do you know what I mean? Like, zinc sunscreens tend to like almost dry me out because of that kind of like mattified finish. And I think the only other sunscreen that doesn't leave me like that when it comes to mineral is the R&R sunscreen from Undefined Beauty, which is my favorite sunscreen of all time. And I can apply this throughout the day regularly, every 2 hours or however much I need to apply it, again, without it getting greasy, without piling up on top of each other. The only thing is, it is zinc. It's slightly tinted. It gets caught up in my facial hair, eyebrows, hairline. If you're any darker than me, this is going to show up on your skin like crazy. They say it's sheer. It's not, is it? We all know it's not sheer. But as a first step in the morning, I'm really enjoying this. Do I think you need to run out and purchase it? No, I think there are better mineral sunscreens. But as far as a sunscreen that's really popular on TikTok and that people are non-stop talking about, it's a really nice one. But I do not think you all need to run out and buy it. I think First of all, Tatcha is overpriced, usually anyway. It is one of the nicer mineral sunscreens, but unless you're white to this kind of tan, it's not going to be good for you. It's not the best to reapply, but it does feel nice as your first sunscreen application. application in the day. So you know those TikTokers that all they do is like sell products. So they earn commission through TikTok Shop. Not an issue, they just all say the same shit all the time. Well, one of the ones I saw were these Sun Zapper zinc sticks. They're from Australia. I don't know if they're like a popular brand, but who was it? Was it Michelle from Lab Muffin in a recent video was saying how like it used to be like a cool thing for the kids to like wear different colors of these. But these are 4-hour water resistant SPF 50 plus zinc tinted sun sticks. And I thought to myself, I could really do with that extra bit of protection in areas where when the sun hits, I flare up. So because I have rosacea, my skin always reacts to the sun. Even if I'm wearing sunscreen, that's it, like it's like flaring up. So I thought if I could find a good color match to my skin, I can apply this on my cheeks, on the bridge of my nose, you know, those areas where I do really flare, maybe where the sun hits more, and provide that little bit of extra protection. I don't fully trust TikTok Shop. It's Temu, like a lot of it is Temu. These are, however, a legit brand. I hope they have preservatives in. I haven't really looked, but it says paraben free, which I don't love when I'm rubbing this on my face constantly. But I've been really impressed with these. I actually love them for something so affordable and not really the nicest kind of like formulation. They kind of blend effortlessly into the skin. Even when you apply it super thick as well, it just looks like a nice kind of like skin tint. I was thinking, you know, as when the sun comes out, I do get a lot darker. I tan very easily. Even when all I'm doing is taking my dogs for a walk, if I'm out in the sun for half an hour, that's it. So I bought a few different shades. I'm not gonna get that dark, am I? I bought a few different, I don't know colors. I'm not a makeup person. Oh, it's not actually as dark though. That's why I got it. It's not as dark as the lid suggests. But I do really enjoy these. I obviously think the e-commerce TikTokers are exaggerating it. You know, like I've been using these all my fucking life and it's the only thing I can use without dying. You know, they always go a little bit too extreme. They're such an affordable price. They do a really good job and they do them in like fun colors as well, like pinks and blues and greens. So if you're out at the beach with kids, whatever, shove that all over their face, you know, do those cute little lines on the bridge of their nose, even draw shit on their face, you know. And then they do these skin tone ones if you just want like a natural look to the skin. Really genuinely impressed with these. I don't think you can like do a full face of this. Do you know what I mean? And be like, oh, it's nothing. But I think for the extra bit of protection when you know you're gonna be outside all day in the sun at its highest, they're really surprisingly nice. So let's kind of round up. Tier, absolutely love. Looking forward to trying more of their skincare and telling you more about their skincare. Inculus seem to be coming out with some good shit again. I definitely want to get back into Glow Hub. They seem to be launching products with purpose and things that are genuinely interesting and I feel like I could get a lot of use out of. Summer Fridays is just making amazing stuff as always. Tatcha, fine. If you have the money, go and get it. I don't think you need to spend that amount of money on a sunscreen though, and I do believe there are better mineral sunscreens out there. And some things on TikTok Shop are actually good. Let me know what you think about these products if you tried them in the comments down below. If you are from Australia, let me know. Are these a thing or are they just pretending they're a thing? You watch some more product reviews here, some general light entertainment here. They'll see you over there.